So I realize I'm outside of the workshop environment, but I'm going to talk about some workshop related things. So just bear with me for a minute. We'll dub today FAQs, so frequently asked questions. And the biggest frequently asked question right now is, what did the guy do that we posted a photo of? So look, if you missed the previous video, let me recap and then I'll go over some more info about what exactly is happening down at the workshop with the workshop and with the $50 special. So bear with me here, one thing at a time. First, what did the guy do? The guy that we posted the photo of, he came down on Saturday and did the $50 all you can carry challenge. Now, part of the rules of the $50 all you can carry challenge is some exclusions, which includes tools and equipment. And this guy has grabbed our jumper leads and taken them with the parts. Now look, we're supposed to check everybody's parts before they leave with them, right? And this particular person, I was checking what he was getting along the way and didn't see anything out of place. Then he told me he was finished taking his stuff to the car, then coming back to pay. That was like, there was heaps of people around at the time, so I didn't get to check his final parts. Sure, that's probably partly on me, but look, with so many people around and only very few of us to check everything, that just got overlooked and missed. But look, it was part of the rules anyway, which were posted and quite clear that tools and equipment are not included. So yeah, anyway, part of the stuff that he took was, in the stuff that he took was our good set of jumper leads. Now look, a few people have mentioned that jumper leads are not that big a deal. Actually, one person in particular has mentioned that, but there's been a few people, but I've mentioned it to a few people as well. Like, jumper leads themselves are not worth all that much. They're not all that exciting. They're not all that expensive, which is the same as not worth being much. You know, it's not a big deal to replace jumper leads or, you know, any other small things that go missing, which I don't think there has been any of lately. But yeah, we did catch out a few people trying to take stuff that was marked as sold in that stuff, because that's something you're not allowed to do either. Obviously, if something's sold, you can't buy it because it already belongs to somebody. Anyway, look, those things were clearly marked, but yeah, anyway, we won't cover that. So yeah, look, it's not that, it's just the principle. It's like, look, we're giving away a lot of stuff for not a lot of money. Some stuff is essentially free, like we've let people take stuff that's, you know, like bulk stuff, like heaps of stuff. I think we've turned a blind eye to a few people who might have dropped stuff, or at least been lenient with them, like, you know, if they almost dropped it, you know, whatever. We're not like trying to make big bucks out of you. We're trying to clear out the workshop. And the reason that we're trying to clear out the workshop is because we're transitioning. This is just in case you missed it. We're transitioning from wrecking. So by the end of the year, no more wrecking. Actually, in a week and a bit now, no more wrecking. So by the end of the week of the 7th, Saturday, the 7th of December, no more wrecking. We start packing down. And then next year we start with selling new parts only. And we'll cover more of that when it happens. But for that to happen, we need to clear out of where we are now, which means we need to sell off everything, which is why you can currently buy parts for $50 for all you can carry. Anyway, so look, we don't necessarily want the jumper leads back. Well, actually, it'd be nice if we had them back. They were our favorite pair of jumper leads, the best ones we've ever had. But like, it's not, you know, it's not essential. We can deal with that. We can replace those and move on. That's fine. It's what it represents. It's the principle of the matter. Like, we're being very generous. We're giving you the opportunity to come and get a lot, but we've given you a very select few things that you can't take. Tools, equipment, furniture, memorabilia, stuff that's sold, our high-ticket items that are on the online store, which there's really only a handful of those left as well. You know, stuff like that. It's not overly complicated. It's not overly difficult. And like I said, you still have the opportunity to get a heck of a lot for the money that we're asking, which is just $50. Anyway, so if you want to come down and do that, we're doing that all the way through till when we end wrecking on the 7th of September. December. I'm so confused. Anyway, we've been fielding messages and comments like since we posted the thing this afternoon. So yeah, it's now like almost 11 o'clock at night. So it's been a long day now. What else is there? Okay, the next frequently asked question that I would like to cover now that we've dealt with that. If you have any questions about that, by the way, feel free to keep commenting and messaging and I will reply whenever I can, as I'm awake, as I see them, all the rest of it. I'll probably get ready to go to bed shortly, because by the time I get there, probably be midnight, but that's about normal, so that's fine. Like I said, message, comment, I will reply as I can. I'm just going around in circles now, but I do this when I have lots of stuff to cover, so bear with me here. Next question, though, is do you have XYZ? Look, the idea of the $50 challenge, one of the other rules is that if you need assistance removing or finding stuff, then you need to pay us $10 per 10 minutes. And the idea of this is, look, we don't have time to answer every single query because we're trying to clear out a workshop and transition business activity and move business premises and clean out the old business premises on top of Christmas and New Year, and my eldest daughter's birthday is in the second week of January as well. So all of that is all happening at once. Okay, so like I said, we're not asking much for the parts, so come in and grab stuff, which is great, which is good, but let us do what we need to do at the same time. If you start asking before you come down, do you have XYZ? And we say yes, and you say you want to come and get it, then that means it's essentially sold before you get there. So it's not included in the $50 challenge. If you want the cheap stuff, come down and get the cheap stuff and get a lot of it. By all means, take a lot of it. But yeah, just, give us as much time as possible to get what we need to do done. Yeah? Cool. What are the other frequently asked questions? The other frequently asked questions is, where are you moving to? Now, look, I explained yesterday that we don't actually have the lease finalized yet. We're in the process of finalizing that with the real estate agent. If all goes according to plan, though, I can confirm we will be in the same street. So we're not going far, but more about that as it happens. The other question that I keep getting is, what kind of new stuff will you be selling? Well, we're going to be selling car parts, obviously, but there'll be brand new stuff in the box, in the packet, whatever, in relation to the same model of Subarus that we cater to now. So mostly turbo models, but pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to line up all our suppliers, get all the Subaru stuff, which we know, and start selling that, getting that online and available for sale and stuff. And then from there, we'll work our way out and see what else we can do for you. So that being said, if you have requests on stuff that you'd like to see us selling new, if you can't find it anywhere, or if you want to see if we can get it cheaper, or just something like that. If it's really hard to get, actually probably not that. I don't know, throw anything at us, see what we can find. And then we'll start looking at that in the new year, because like I said, there's a lot to get through this year. I think that's about all the questions there is. Oh, the other frequently asked questions. Do you have EJ207, turbo, 6-speed, STI, this, that, the other? Basically, blanket no. All that stuff is long gone. Most of the stuff went on Saturday. Good stuff went on Saturday. There is still stuff hidden, not intentionally hidden, but stuff that we don't even know is there. The other thing is too, if you ask us, what do you have left? It's we don't know. Stuff's just going and going and going and going and going, and we can't keep up with it. So even if we tell you something's there, by the time you get down, who knows, it might be gone. Anyway, look, the idea is give us as much time as possible, like I said, to do what we need to do. Come and grab cheap parts by coming and looking and finding them yourself, because there's heaps. You can take a lot. You can take bulk lots. The only thing we put a limit on was sensors and lights, and even that towards the end, we may lift the limits on just quietly. I don't know, we might not. We might take some of those things with us. Not lights, but sensors. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, if you want to see how that goes, if you want to see if we get our jumper leads back, which right now I don't really care. It's like I said, it's the principle of the matter. Yeah, so, we at least want to make contact with the person and find out if it was intentional, honest mistake, whatever, and sort that out. Maybe get them back, maybe not. Anyway, if you want to keep following, keep seeing, I was doing well. If you want to see what happens, you can follow or subscribe. Actually, turns out you can like too. Like, follow, or subscribe. Like on Facebook, follow on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube. I think that's all the platforms for now. There's follow on Twitter as well. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So look, follow, subscribe, like, whatever, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.